ready to go on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All kinds of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Oh, he got loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home. They had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got his man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Give to the running back. And they're able to get him down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field positions.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The short hands, it's Kane. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got to... Late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to him. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Missouri, 24. West Virginia, 21.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This guy just gives you powers. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense with the scoop and score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover.
West Virginia, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. 1st down for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give. Sweet feet on the move. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got a lot of... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just get...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Line gets set. First down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A little trickeration, looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And is going to be batted down. They'll...
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team and you get the exact look you want, but doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, just keeps firing. Pocket starts to collapse. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Missouri 38.
facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Farmer. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete. 4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. And they'll knock him down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, West Virginia.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Motion from the offense. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's more.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. You don't want to get carried away. It's still...